Today we're going to be making a picky pad. So let's jump in and get started. And I know you're probably like, what's a picky pad? But it's a really fun, easy DIY project, and I'm going to show you step by step how to make it. So you're going to need some silicone rubber. I like to use this one from Let's Resin. It's the 0A hardness silicone rubber. It comes with a kit. It's got cuticle trimmer, gloves, mixing stir sticks, mixing cups, mold housings, everything you need. And it's got your most important part, the silicone rubber, which is a part A and a part B. They come in two jugs, just like this. I like to shake these bottles up before I measure my silicone rubber and stir it up. So I just give these jugs a shake, and then you're going to need to measure out equal parts A and B by weight. So you do need a digital scale for this. I was working on a few projects when I made this one, so I was planning on doing 10 ounces of part A and part B, but I slightly over poured my part A to 10.2 ounces. And since it's equal parts A and B, I had to pour in 10.2 ounces of my part B as well to make 20.4 ounces total. It's very important that your parts A and B are completely equal or your silicone rubber might not set up properly. So now we're going to mix this up for 5 minutes. And when you mix, you want to mix slowly, scrape the bottom of the cup, scrape the sides of the cup, scrape off your stir stick, really incorporate those parts A and B together so your silicone rubber will cure properly. And like I said, I'm using the 0A hardness silicone rubber from Let's Resin. Discount code NAPTIME will give you a discount. I like that one because it's flexible and it's great for picky pads, so you can pick it apart and pick the items out of the picky pad easily. We're going to be coloring our silicone rubber today. I went ahead and grabbed purple from this set of 36 colors from Let's Resin. This set has every color you could ever want, and it's a great value. I'll link it down below in the description box as well. I'm going to add about a teaspoon of my mica to this, and we're going to mix that up really well. Mix it up for about a minute. Really incorporate that mica into your silicone rubber. And you want to mix it up really well. Scrape the bottom of the cup, scrape the sides of the cup, really blending that mica in with your silicone rubber. If you don't mix it up really well, you can end up with little clumps of mica in your silicone rubber, and you don't want that. So just take your time and really mix it up well. I mix this up for about a minute in real time, but this is sped up for the sake of the video. So my video is not super duper long, but mix it up for about a minute. Just, you can tell when it's completely mixed. Just mix it up until you don't see any more mica powder particles sitting on the side of the cup or on top of your silicone rubber. So this is what we're going to be using for our mold. I had this custom made, but you could use a plastic container. It doesn't have to be anything special. You could literally use like an old yogurt container or even a plastic cup and just pour a little bit of your silicone rubber into the bottom of whatever you're using for your picky pad housing. And now I'm going to drop down some charms. I'm going to be using charms and beads for my picky pad, but you could use anything you want. You could get real creative with it. You could use pony beads, seed beads, big sequins, extra chunky glitter. You can use all kinds of things in your silicone rubber. The only thing that wouldn't work is something that is silicone, because silicone will bond to silicone. And these are just little acrylic and resin pieces, so the silicone will not bond to those. Dropping down some of my beads. You can get real creative and use any items you want for your picky pad. I'm going to add a little bit more silicone rubber on top. If I was just going to make a project like this, I would mix up 4 ounces of my silicone rubber because this housing isn't very deep. So I would do 2 ounces of my part B and 2 ounces of my part A. It really just depends how thick you want your picky pad to be, up to you, but keep in mind whatever you put in your picky pad is going to sink a little bit. It's not going to stay on the top like this. And that's it. I'm going to let it cure overnight. This is the next day, getting ready to pop this out of our mold housing. If you use a plastic container or a plastic cup, all you would have to do is take some scissors and just cut down the side of the cup or the plastic container and it'll pop right out. And then you will have a finished picky pad. You could even use like a Rubbermaid food storage container. Anything plastic would work for your mold housing. Took my cuticle trimmers that came with my silicone rubber kit, cleaned up a little bit around the perimeter of my picky pad, and here we are ready to pick out the items. These are so oddly satisfying, and I like using the little charms because they even make little molds inside your picky pad, which is kind of fun. And the beads are really, really fun to get out because it's almost like a popping effect with the beads because the beads have a hole and then the silicone rubber is going to flow into the hole and make it a little bit harder to get those pieces out. This is a fun sensory toy or de-stressing project. You could make one of these and just spend your time zoning out and picking these items out of it. It's so fun. I hope you give it a try. And if you've never heard of this before, let me know down in the comments. They're really popular on TikTok. A lot of people make them on live and then they sell them as well on there. But let me know what you think. I hope you give this a try. It's so fun and so easy to make these. You can get all your supplies from Let's Resin's website. Discount code NAPTIME will give you a discount. They also sell a mold housing that you can get as well and make a picky pad. I have a tutorial showing step by step how to do that with their mold housing on my YouTube channel. I'll link it down below in the description box if you haven't seen that video. But I hope you liked this video. If you did, leave me a like, hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Naptime Creations. And go check out a few more of my other videos. That really helps me out a lot. Helps me out if you watch a few of my videos back to back. I appreciate you guys so much. I hope you're doing fantastic. And I will see you soon for another video. Bye, guys.